Apple is making big moves with its latest software updates, and it's all about making your life easier with smarter technology. Today, we're diving into what Apple announced at its recent event, the next generation of Apple Intelligence, the evolution of Siri AI, and more. These updates aren't just about making your phone or computer faster. They're about making your digital life more intuitive, more personal, and more connected. Let's break it down. Apple Intelligence is the umbrella term for all the new features and improvements coming to Apple devices. Think of it as a big update to the way your iPhone, iPad, Mac, and even Apple Watch work together. The main idea here is that Apple is making its ecosystem smarter, so your devices can understand you better and anticipate your needs. For example, if you're working on a project, your Mac might suggest a relevant document or help you organize your files in a way that makes sense. The goal is to make your digital life feel more natural, like working with a helpful assistant who knows your habits and preferences. One of the standout features is the next generation of Siri AI. Siri has been around for a while, but this update is a major step forward. Apple is integrating Siri more deeply into its ecosystem, so it can understand and respond to your requests in a more natural, conversational way. This means you can ask Siri questions that are more complex or even use voice commands to control your devices in more ways than ever before.
For instance, you might be able to ask Siri to set a reminder for a meeting that's happening in a few hours, and it could automatically add it to your calendar, send a calendar invite to your team, and even suggest the best time to start working on the project based on your schedule. The key here is that Siri isn't just responding to commands, it's helping you manage your time, tasks, and communication more efficiently. Another big update is the integration of Apple Intelligence across all your devices. This means your iPhone, iPad, Mac, and Apple Watch will work together in a more seamless way. For example, if you're typing on your iPhone and get stuck on a word, your iPad might suggest the next sentence or even help you correct your grammar. Or, if you're working on a document on your Mac, your iPhone might display a preview so you can quickly review changes before sending them off. This level of integration is all about making your workflow smoother and more efficient without having to switch between devices as often. Apple is also focusing on making its AI more personal. That means your devices will learn more about your habits and preferences over time and use that information to help you in more meaningful ways. For example, your Mac might start suggesting which apps you should open first based on your work habits, or your Apple Watch might remind you to take a break if you've been working for too long. This kind of personalization isn't just about convenience, it's about helping you stay productive, stay healthy, and manage your time better. One of the most exciting features is the new Siri shortcuts. These are essentially custom commands that you can create to automate tasks. For example, you could set up a shortcut that turns off your phone's Wi-Fi and Bluetooth when you leave the house, or another that opens your favorite apps when you arrive at a specific location. The possibilities are really endless, and this level of customization is a big deal because it gives you more control over how your devices work. It's like having a personal assistant who can do exactly what you need when you need it. Apple is also making sure that these new features are secure and private. That's a big deal because when it comes to AI, one of the biggest concerns is data privacy. Apple has always been committed to keeping your information safe, and this update is no different. The new Siri AI, for example, is designed to process your requests locally on your device rather than sending your data to Apple's servers. This means your conversations with Siri are kept private and your data isn't stored anywhere else. It's a big win for users who are concerned about their privacy and want to make sure their personal information stays safe. Another thing that's being introduced is a new feature called Apple Intelligence for Work. This is aimed at professionals and businesses, offering tools that can help with project management, team collaboration, and even data analysis. For example, Apple Intelligence for Work could help you organize your tasks, set reminders, and even suggest ways to improve your workflow. This is a big step forward because it shows that Apple is not just focusing on consumer products, but is also looking to make its technology more useful for businesses and professionals. It's a sign that Apple is thinking about the future of work and how technology can make it more efficient and productive. These updates are part of a larger trend in the tech industry where AI is becoming more integrated into our daily lives. Companies like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon have all been working on their own versions of AI assistants and personalization tools, and Apple is now joining that conversation. What makes Apple's approach different is its focus on privacy, personalization, and seamless integration. Instead of making a separate AI for each device, Apple is creating a unified system that works across all its products. This is a big deal because it means you don't have to learn a new interface for each device. You get a consistent experience that's tailored to your needs. In the end, these updates are about making your life easier, more efficient, and more connected. Whether you're using your iPhone to manage your calendar, your iPad to organize your work, or your Apple Watch to keep track of your health, Apple